Hey there, Foppers, and welcome back to our quest to finish every single video game. That's right, absolutely all of them. Today we're back with more Lobotomy Corporation, and in the previous episode I did say that I was probably gonna make more characters before this one. I just didn't feel like it. I'm recording it basically immediately after the previous one, and you know, we have the characters we need for now. I'm gonna make some more before the next one, for sure, because we need more people at that point. But we're good now. We're good now. So I didn't make any more. We did include Knight of the Spear fan this time though, just to have another employee to fill the slot there, another one we can train a little bit. So that's all good. And I also swapped, just changed around a little bit the people here. Just took out some level 5 people, added in some others, just to keep them all here, really. You know, just change it around a little bit. Fruit understanding already? That was early. Yeah, so we're just gonna be training. I'm probably gonna equip some ALEPH gear soon to my employees, because we have a lot of employees who can start taking in ALEPH gear now. A lot of strong people in this facility, so that's pretty good. And we are just working through, you know, the usual, just trying to level up employees and get on with our lives here, because we are still in the relatively early days. Really just waiting for Bina suppression to open up again. That's gonna be great when we have access to that. I do wonder, maybe it could be a good idea to fully develop Hawkma's department first, or at least to like level 4, perhaps? Since we need to open up Hawkma's department anyways, that would allow us to at least get a few more slots for employees and a little bit more lob and a little bit more training in. So maybe that's beneficial. I don't know. It depends on the abnormalities we get too, of course. Violet Noon here. Gotta keep that in mind, because I would rather not do a day one or a day one reset. Yeah, let's avoid that too. But just a day reset in itself is annoying at this point in time, because we are done with the day. Let's see, we can enter, I think it's 2 more works before we need to worry, at least 1. These bars are so big, maybe it's just 1. Yeah, it's just 1. Okay. Then I just want everyone sent into elevators, let you finish your work first, I guess, send everyone into this elevator. The facility is so small. Do I even want to bother? Is it even worth taking out this ordeal? I don't know, maybe it's not. Then again, just a little bit of extra training is always so good. We go a little bit longer, I guess. You guys can return, you can return. Just return everyone, then we can just move you into this department. No one should be at risk here, because this is such an easy ordeal. Except for a few clerks, of course, might end up dying here. That's all right. Who cares? Who really cares? We also might be getting some more gifts by working more here, so it's all around beneficial to just work. Although I wish we didn't have to grind, and we might not have to grind, but I just want to be sure we can have decent employees going into Bina suppression. I'm really doing everything in my power now to finally get it over with, because it's been a bigger challenge than it has any right to be, really. Then again, we did have a facility that was bad first go, and also I didn't really get the suppression. And then we had well, the facility was bad. I was gonna develop a facility for Bina, but I ended up focusing on new abnormalities and stuff instead. And then there was the whole White Knight Apocalypse Bird thing, which really changed changed my trajectory there. But this time we've been doing a much better job at developing a facility for Bina. Hopefully we get to keep that going. We should. We should totally keep that going. Yeah, this has got to be enough work soon, right? I mean, all-around helper, we can always do some work there. Justice is difficult to level up. This is probably good. Do one more work with this WoW abnormality to get Infernum to level 5 in every stat, I guess. I feel like Infernum might genuinely be like well above 100 at least in Temperance after this. That's gonna be helpful for the future. Where even is someone now? Where did I move someone to? What in the world? We used to have someone. Are you here now? Did I take someone out? Oh, someone is up here now. Okay. Well, I didn't really mean to work. We're done with today. 11 more lob. That's going straight into the bank. Infernum Temperance 5. Oh, you're just at 96. That's not above 100. Someone level Prudence and Temperance. That's pretty damn good. Prudence 4 for Cosmic as well. Justice 5 for Cyber. That's a pretty damn good Justice stat you got going there. Okay, well, we'll keep going then. Day 18. Dimensional Refraction variant is fine. I know that. Dream of a Black Swan is mostly fine too. Re-extract me just in case we get a new one. The Silent Orchestra. Oh man. I mean, we kinda got it, right? We'll lose out on some training. We get to work with the Silent Orchestra, get the ego. We'll need that ego. We need to do so. We cannot keep the Silent Orchestra. We need to memory put that away. But I guess that's fine. Okay. And hopefully we have some employees who can actually work there too. Let's see. What damage do you deal again? White. We can already get... Oh, I really thought we had 0 of the couple weapons for some reason. We can basically get a suit already. Okay. And... go to ego list. Take Infernum, for example. Get you a suit that's good against white. Paradise Lost. Why is that so good? Defense increased? Why do you say 0.2? Are you not supposed to be higher now? Isn't that what it always was? Oh yeah, now you're at 0.5, okay. So it's sort of a visual glitch, I guess. We might want... I mean, we can do Twilight for you. No, we can't. We can do Pink, though. That works just as fine. Just slot you in there. Nothing else really matters. We're gonna end up resetting here anyways. Move everyone away from me, please. Everyone except for Infernum. Okay, if only I can actually pick people here. There we go. There we go. Move you guys away too. Just the opposite end of the facility. Then Infernum can do work here, and we want to have common success chance, if possible. We get that through repression. And hopefully we just get to do a little bit of work here a few times. Kind of. It sucks because you also, with common success chance, we don't get the most possible positive boxes. So we get fewer unique boxes. But at least... Oh, you're actually taking more damage than I thought you would, Infernum. Well, we end up getting a free suit. You should be able to survive at least one more work. We might as well just use an SP bullet to get you ready sooner. Send Infernum. Okay, the weapon is gonna be more difficult, but I think we need more suits than weapons anyways. We're gonna start there. And if we're not able to get enough boxes for the weapon as well, then we'll just call it there. We just send it with the suits, and we'll be happy about that. I do think it's possible to get both. I don't think we need to compromise here. You should totally be able to do one more work just fine. There we go. Low success chance. You get common if we do insight work, so we do that. Now we only get like 15 to 20 boxes. Oh, you're not having enough success there, Infernum. Oh, it would be far better to have a way too good work result than a way too bad one. That kinda sucks. Bad result, you go down to 1 counter. Okay, well, we just send it for like 4 works around the facility. Doesn't really matter what we do. Doesn't really matter, because we need to memory po again anyways. Just make sure no one dies. That's the thing we need to worry about. Yeah, if we can get the suits here, that would be lovely. Preferably the weapon too. We're not missing that much ALEPH gear afterwards. We're just missing Blue Star and then 1 Melting Love weapon. I think that's all of the ALEPH equipment we're missing after this. And we can... hopefully we get Blue Star. We can make do without Melting Love's weapon. I would love to have Blue Star's things as well. I think the weapon is actually rather good. It scales based on your SP. We probably release Silent Orchestra here actually. Yeah, we did too good in front of him. We did too good, which is annoying because now we gotta watch this damn cutscene. Yeah, there we go. Where does she spawn now? Is it in this room? I've never seen her anywhere other than Central Command. Yeah, you're there. Alright. Maybe it's an idea to take out some clerks, because they are insane. Just so they don't free any abnormalities. I don't know. I don't know if we need to do that or not. Oh, it took himself out. Okay. No more clerks. That's good. You guys are all still alive, so it's all fine. This is so slow. I don't... Maybe if I had my agents equipped, we could try fighting. I don't think we'd be able to fight anyways, really. Definitely not without ALEPH stuff, though. That's for sure. We're already halfway to the next suit, so how bad can it really be? I mean, we might as well go all out now. Just keep taking out clerks. Just for fun. Alright, yeah. What a beautiful song. What a beautiful song you got going on. Oh. Sucks that we can't speed this up. I really wish we could. Like, I get that they want us to listen to the song. It's just so annoying. The breaching would be way less of a problem if we could just skip. And you're back. Great. Oh, you're not back quite yet. There we go. Send it in Infernum again, I guess. I do also want Infernum in this room, so I'm just gonna move you there, just because you're closer than. You should really be down here as well, if I'm gonna perfectly min-max this. I don't need to perfectly min-max this, though. Please do slightly worse this time, Infernum. I mean, even if you do too good now, at least the Silent Orchestra has 2 counters. So it's not that bad. And this looks like it's gonna be a medium result. Unfortunately, we are out of bullets, so we can't heal you up because someone used them all. Send Infernum again. Try attachment this time. Maybe we'll have more success. If this doesn't work out, then minus 12% is the greatest, is the furthest down I'll go, I guess. Yeah, we have 96 boxes out of 120 for the suit. That's pretty decent. We do a little bit better here than I would like. Yeah, that's too good. You're too damn good at your job. Oh, perfect amount for the suit though. I would love to go for the weapon as well. So we're gonna try for that. Just send in a few people to work here. And then we're gonna get... the Green Dawn, okay. That's cool. Good thing I didn't make more people before this. I think at most we'll have one more memory pool now. That's for the new abnormality. That is if I decide not to get rid of what's their face again? The new abnormality. If I don't get rid of the new abnormality, we will just have one more reset. Or no more, yeah, just Silent Orchestra reset. If I decide I need to get rid of that abnormality, we will have one more ahead of us. Why are all of you guys entering this room? That was not my intention. No. Sometimes it's so hard to click stuff. Okay, Infernum, go in again. Do your repression duties. You need to do this like at least 10 more times. Oh, that's ridiculous. No, that's just dumb. Okay. Well, I guess I can tell you all about one of my friend's dates once. So we were like a little bit younger. We're like about 18, you know, barely become adults technically. And yeah, I was 17. My friends, most of my friends are 1 year older than me. So my friends were all 18, around there. I think some of them were even 19 at the time. Anyways, my friend, we'll call him Steve for this story. Oh, another Silent Orchestra breach. Okay, you move over here. So my friend Steve, he was going on a date. He met her off of Tinder. And now Steve, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. He's not great with people. First of all, and second of all, he's not the most attractive, let's just say. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of mean to say, but we were very young adults. We weren't expecting too much of this online date. And we were... Well, it was a little bit off. It was like a city over. Like a 20-minute drive, right about. So his mother... We like filled the car with his mother and then him and then me and 2 other friends. We were 5 in the car in total, a full car. We drove there. Now, beforehand, we had said that we would come with him. Oh, yeah, I guess I should mention this. For this Tinder date, they were bringing friends as well, because the girl, she wasn't quite comfortable with meeting him alone yet. I get that, you know, with random strangers you meet on the internet. It can be scary. So she was kind of afraid to meet him alone. Totally valid, I get that. So she was gonna bring a couple of friends, and then he was like, well, can I bring my friends too then? Because, well, if not, that would be kind of scary and lonely for me, I guess. So he was allowed to bring his friends, she brought her friends. So we like agreed that we will come to the date, but on the condition that it's totally free for us. So he agreed, and that's why his mother drove us in, so that we wouldn't have to pay to get there. Because at this point in time, like, we didn't work, and we didn't really have any money, so that was kind of a concern all the time whenever we were to do stuff, you know. It was money. Just sometimes it's difficult to pay for stuff. Like a trip to the next city over, it wouldn't be too expensive, too crazy expensive. But it's just, we did this for him, we agreed. So his mother drove us in. And then we got there, and that's when we found out that she will not be driving us back. So now we struggle to like figure out how in the world will we make this free. Put a pin in that, because that part isn't really that important for now, because now we're at the date. You know, we're there. We don't need to worry about the way home. It always works itself out. We'll talk about that later. So we go meet in like a park. There was a big beautiful park in this city that we were to meet, all of us. The girl date, she would be bringing 2 friends and he brought 3 friends. In total we were 7 people. And we all got there, you know, and we were there a little bit early, so no one was there yet. And then all of a sudden, like, a very attractive girl showed up, and we were like, oh, all of us, like, oh, wow. Our boy Steve, he's really pulling through, you know, that's... Well, we didn't say that out loud, but we gave each other the looks like, really? How? You know, because we were really impressed. Really impressed as to how he managed to pull this attractive lady. Well, as it turned out, we found out not immediately. It took a little bit longer than it should, but that was the friend. So they didn't like show up together for some godforsaken reason. They each decided to come there separately. So this friend showed up first, and then it took a while for the actual date to show up, and I'm not gonna be mean, I'm just gonna say that she was kind of more what we expected. Not as traditionally attractive, we can put it there. And she showed up with her other friend, which was a guy, and that was kind of strange. Her showing up with that guy immediately, but we didn't really think much of it. Until very quickly on when we realized that that was her boyfriend. So I don't know what happened there. Our boy Steve, he's not very good at communicating, so it was probably one of those people just looking for a friend, or maybe like some sort of triangle relationship. I do not know. I wasn't privy to the conversations. I never really got anything to clear that up. The question of why in the world would she meet us with her boyfriend there, you know? But she came there with her boyfriend. And we sat there for a little while, and then we were drinking out of like a can, you know? Had a little drink in a can, brought a little bit of soda on the way. So we were talking, and after finishing her drink, she was fiddling with that soda can in her hand. And for some reason, the lady, the date, who had a boyfriend already, decided to crush that can in her hand. And she cut her hand up really bad. And we hadn't even been there for like half an hour yet, I think. Or they hadn't been there for like half an hour. The other ones there had probably been there for like an hour at least. So she cut her hand up really bad on the broken up can. And then she had to go to like the hospital, to the doctor. And she took her boyfriend, and all of a sudden her friend was there with 4 guys, and it was like, oh, well, ain't that a funny situation? So we spoke to her, and we became friends after a while. She was like one of our friends. We regularly spoke to her over text and stuff in group chats and whatnot. And one of the guys there, not Steve, just another random guy there, actually for a short while became her boyfriend as well, so we did get something out of it. But we were like walking around the park and stuff, you know, just chilling for many hours. We came there in the afternoon, and we were leaving like pretty late in the evening, like overnight really, so more close to the nighttime. So we must have been there for like 7 hours or something in total. And only about one of those hours was with the supposed date of Steve. So yeah, but we're walking around the park and all of a sudden, in the distance, we can hear music because apparently there was a band in the park that day and that was not planned at all. We weren't aware that there would be a band there. And we sit and listen and it takes us a moment, but we're like, wait, we recognize this song. What is this song? And then it comes to us that it's actually Africa. You know, Africa by Toto. I bless the rains down in Africa. That one. So we're like, oh wow, this is a really good... Get a little bit closer, and we're like, that's a really good imitation band. Because this is just a random small city in Norway, where I'm from, you know. So we like looked it up to see what the band was. On some local pages, I think the local newspaper. Looked it up, and it was actually Toto, just there that day. So we were just sitting in the park, like right outside a fence, watching him for a while, like watching illegally, I guess. Not illegally, as long as we're not inside a fence, I would think. But we were just watching there, just listening to Toto music for a while. That was kind of fun. We were there for a whole day, we became friends and whatnot, it was nice. And then it was time for leave and we were at the question of how in the world we get home for free. No one to drive us, because the mother didn't want to show up. It was like 10 or 11 in the evening. Most of our parents had probably gone to bed. None of us had a car there. Taxis out of the question, that would be crazy expensive. The only real option, paid option, would be a train. And that's what our friend Steve wanted to do, so we went to the train station. And this was the final train of the day. I think it must have been like 11 then, in the evening. Because I remember vividly this was the final train of the day. And he got on and he had some problems with payment, so we would pay for his ticket on the train. The other one of us, we just sat by and we like waved at him as he drove off. And they were like, well, how in the world are we supposed to get home now after the train had drove? Literally no option, you know? There were exactly two options we could think of. One of them would be free, one of them would be paid. The paid one would be a taxi. Crazy expensive, far too expensive. If we were going with that, we would have taken the train, I'll tell you that much for free. We did not go for that. The other option was to walk. Of course, being stupid teenagers, that's what we decided to do. The walk over, like, we couldn't use like the fast roads or anything either, because those were highways. It's illegal to go on there, it's dangerous. Of course we didn't do that. So we took like other back roads and stuff across cities. It took us like, I think 9 hours to walk home. That's what we did, it was free. And that was one hell of a night, I'll tell you that much. Got home and it was time for bed. I started walking at around 11 PM from the train station. I'd been out all day before that. And I think I got home at like 8 in the morning or something. So that was pretty bad. Oh, we're missing one box, are you kidding me? But that was an adventure. And you know, every time I've told this story to anyone, they say, are you dumb? And worst part is that Steve, the train conductor, never showed up. Because they're very bad at checking tickets in the evening. So he just got a free train ride home anyways. So we didn't really have anything. We could have just taken the train. I mean, maybe the odds of them checking would have gone up if there was like a group of 4 boys over just a single boy. But we could have taken the train and it probably would have been free if we just didn't pay the ticket. Also, the ticket really wouldn't have been that expensive either way, so who really cares? But that's what we did. We managed to keep it free, we did. Except for the loss of mental health, I guess. Okay, we got the ego. We can rewind to memory repository. Yes, please. And we have the ego now. We can cross the Silent Orchestra off our list. We don't need to take the Silent Orchestra again. Unless we'll need ego in the future if it breaks, I guess. Now, just to figure out who goes where. What in the world? It's such a shame that we'll lose all of the grinding I did. It was so unnecessary. Ramona. The cool thing. Also do just a new one, do Night of Despair fan. You go there. And Cyber goes up there. Little Timmy. You probably do want to remove some level 5 employees. It doesn't matter too much, right? Remove Jacob and Zokai for now. And one fan. We do that. Put you guys in. Heathcliff can wait, that's fine. Go to... Actually, just go to ALEPH. You want mimicry, you can't have mimicry yet. Okay, I'm gonna train my people more then before I bother lining people up. Let me know what equipment you'll want and I'll try to accommodate you. Just know that the unique equipment, Twilight and Paradise Lost, is already reserved. So don't ask for that because you're not getting it, unfortunately. Their limitness really make them popular, and it was first come first served. So they are going to Someone and Infernum. They will have a duel for them before they get them equipped. And yeah, but other than that, just tell me what you want and I'll try to accommodate you. It's first come first served. That's the most fair way for me to do this most of the time. Sure, we can try to set up a duel or something if it's really important to someone. But yeah, it's very difficult for me. I used to be much better at like remembering what to do with people back in the days where we used to have leakeries and stuff, you know. Was much better at accommodating work. But these days there are just too many employees, so I don't have the capacity personally to remember every single detail about all of the employees. I'm so sorry. I really wish I did, but it's like, at this point in the game it's really fine with the employees we have here. That could be handled once we unlock the bottom departments, you know, and we have like almost 50 employees. I just don't have the capacity, especially not in this game, because there's just, it's too much stress for me. You know, too many things to micromanage, and suppressions and bosses and stuff, and just a lot of abnormalities and whatnot. So I wish I could be better at that. I cannot, not in this game, not at this stage. I'm sorry. I think I've done a pretty good job up to this point, you know, and also when it comes to management, you gotta like make some sacrifices. You know, there are so many people. You gotta make some compromises. You can't accommodate all employees and give all the employees what they want when you have 50 employees. That's just not how it works. That's just not how it works. Okay, we just keep working people up. Grant us love. No. Oh no. Oh, Grantor's love keeps catching me off guard. I always forget. Especially now, because that's like the only threat to our facility. That's the only thing that can really kill my employees at this stage. Oh, also, and I don't have to worry about... I mean, I probably always just made mistakes with Grantus Love. I kept forgetting. But it's even worse when that's the only meltdown that I really have to worry about. That makes it way more difficult. Oh, that's so annoying. Well, once we're through the noon ordeal, at least we can just train. There won't be any more challenges ahead. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. I just wanna get past this, my dude. Oh, well, no. This is worse than walking 9 hours in the middle of the night across cities on a road that's honestly probably sketchy and maybe illegal to walk on, I don't know. Definitely not as illegal as the alternative road, but it's, you know, it's just a car road because that's what you have available. That's what you have available, that's what you gotta do. Violet Noon again. I'll try to remember Violet Noon. Yeah, there aren't any streets for pedestrians to walk on between cities here. So you just gotta like walk on the road where cars are. And the only reason that sort of works out is because it's in the middle of the night and there are basically no cars out at all. We must have seen like just less than 5 cars. I'm pretty sure we could count it on one hand that night. What I remember is this was like a summer day. It was so hot while we were there on the date. And then when we started walking and it's the middle of the night and dark outside, it's so freezing cold. That's what I remember the most, just how cold it is. Like, it's insane. And that really paints the picture of like, you know, deserts also get incredibly cold at night. As far as I know, at least. That's what I've heard. I think that's the case. That really like shows you how that is the thing. It's, believe it or not, it's the sun that's heating the place up during the day. So it gets really cold at night sometimes. Okay, well, at least we have basically dealt with this ordeal now. We didn't lose any people. That's pretty damn good. We can train up for a little bit. You guys can return home again. And then we can just keep on training up. Keep on training like it's nobody's business. Because it really isn't. We have good employees. It's such a shame that we had to memory repo and lose stats. That's the lamest thing, actually. But if it's gotta be done, it's gotta be done. At least we have another set of ALEPH EGO. We need more ALEPH EGO. We don't have enough. Even now, we don't have enough good gear. That's why we should get more WoW gear as well. I've been talking about that. I know I skipped out on Firebird. I probably shouldn't have, but I did. Just because I don't want to work with it. That would have been one more memory repo though, if I had taken Firebird there. I wouldn't have kept Firebird into Bina Suppression, that's for damn sure. So it's good to have that over with, if anything. We have a lot of good people. We do. I've been training a lot this run. I think I've been training a satisfactory amount. Maybe I'm wrong. We also have a ton of lob. The lob goes really fast though, especially if you're going to EX or training Justice. Like, both of those eat up your lob like it's nothing. It's insane. But it's a lot of lob. We are closing in on like 100. We do need more employees. We do need more employees. We don't have everyone we'll ever need in the facility right now. We're gonna save the lob probably until Bina Suppression. And during Bina Suppression we're gonna be using all of the lob just to get through her. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe that's not the strat, but I'm thinking that's the strat. This must be like a satisfactory amount of training, right? Maybe we should get to level X on the meltdown. We could have that as like a base. Just get to level X every meltdown and that's decent. And we always train when we work, you know. Never do a level 5 stat. And just work on every single abnormality really, because we can. We might as well. And that's what we're doing here. Infernum can go there again. If Dreaming Current escapes, that's an issue. And it's not that far of escaping. I think it has 2 counters, right? Yeah, 2. So you have lost 1 counter from somewhere. It's realistic that you lose 1 more. And then we'll end up losing either Lob or just have to reset the day. I really would like to avoid resetting the day now. That's a good result, that's perfect. We're at level X, that's great, so you guys can just finish off your works, please. Punishing Bird should return to his unit soon. I guess we can do a little bit more work, just while we wait. I think he's returning now. Oh, we got a bad one, a Pupude. You have 2, normally. Should be fine, even if we need to suppress you, it's fine. But we don't need to suppress this, so it's all good, it's all good. Punishing Bird can just return, you can finish Scorch Girl, and then we can call it a day. Then we can call it a day. Great. Everything's good. Even get 1 promoted. Boltmar is up to average level fortitude again. Okay, Ramona is up to level 5. Good job, Ramona. Yeah, this is looking great. Not getting enough stat ups in the lower level 4 or level 3 stats people. I don't work enough with those people, I guess, especially not in the higher difficulty abnormalities, I guess. Okay, what do we want here? Snow Queen is supposedly good. Worm-Hearted Woodsman is not good. He's just annoying to deal with and also an AG, so it's not really that good to train or anything. Burrowing Heaven might be fine, actually. It's annoying to have to look at him for sure, but it's easier than Schadenfreude. And also, we are missing some Heaven gear. I think I will re-extract just in case we can get a new one. Okay, none of these are great. Snow White's Apple is the one that sticks out the most as the general easiest. Yeah, we definitely take Snow White's Apple amongst these 3. I just dislike Child of the Galaxy. I know it's supposed to be a decent one. I just don't like it very much. Really, all of the ones where you're forced to... I think Child of the Galaxy forces you to only work with Child of the Galaxy. All of those are really annoying to me. Do we even need to do this? Yeah, no, we're out of time for this episode today, folks. We have all your gear, great. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed and I will see the next one. And remember, if you want to become a Fopper just like us, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It's free, and it really helps me out. Anyways, have a nice day, and goodbye!